Alright, so I'm coming live at this moment just to record an interesting video where I show some of the important ideas I'd like to share with you. Alright, so sometimes it looks obvious what is the importance of studying English. Well, but sometimes it's not. Let me bring you some interesting real cases of situations which are related to English and that are somehow making people miserable. But not only making people miserable, they are actually hindering people from progressing in life. Okay, so I remember that last year I had a student, he's from my state here in Brazil, and he is a dentist. It looked like he was a qualified professional in dentistry. Okay, the man immigrated to Canada with his wife and his baby, and well, the point is that there in Canada, he was doing a very hard job, even for a man. And here in Recife, he had a very qualified work as a dentist. And his life was a bit miserable there because Canada is a harsh country when it comes to the weather. And also, he had never been prepared before for that kind of job. And it was clear that he wished he could study to become a dentist assistant, and then he would work his way up to exercising his job, his trade again. Right, so language, English, was the barrier that was impeding him from progressing professionally, or that was preventing him from having a better, let's say, professional life, and certainly a better quality of life, because the payment, the income that a dentist or a dentist assistant is able to make is a lot better than the one that a construction worker is able to do or to make. That's the best word to say. Okay, so I have a more recent story to tell you as well. There is one lady I am in contact with. She plans to become a student, and she's now in Dublin, and she is there as a exchange student. Well, the funny thing about it is that she's working as a cleaner at a Tesco supermarket in Dublin, and she has enough qualification to work as a manager and a very good manager, even managing the finances of that, let's say, branch of Tesco where she works. Well, the problem is that her English is not good enough even to understand what all the Dubliners can say or speak in English to her. So language has become a barrier. It looks this far. It looks pretty clear that people are not given are not given the opportunity to grow professionally if they don't speak English decently. You have to understand that sometimes these people we're talking about, they're able to get the score necessary to move forward with the immigration procedures, especially when we are talking about the Canadian immigrant cases. All right, but I would like to tell you something else about the importance of knowing English. And it's not the importance of only knowing any popular, vulgar, functional English. Well, language, when it comes to communication, it is closely and tightly related to the capacity of communicating your ideas. All right, so when you're a great communicator, when you have this talent of communicating what you think, your capacities, it gives you the chance to ascend in life. Communicating your qualities, communicating what you're able to do, making decisions, managing people, helping, arguing and helping people understand that what you got is actually a good idea, or finding the answers. Sometimes we're not looking for people who have all the answers. Sometimes we're looking for someone who is able to ask the right questions and talk to the right people. When it comes to decision making, that's pretty much the case. We don't look to decision makers as people who's got the answers, but we look to them as people who will ask the right questions to the right people and probably will come up with a course of action that's acceptable enough. All right, so what I'm trying to tell you is that if you're able to speak very good English, not just any kind of English, but very good English, if you are actually well learned in English and you're working on your communication skills, it will give you the chance to, how can I say, to aspire to higher positions when it comes to applying for jobs. And when you're exercising a position, this will give you the chance to show the best you got. When people are able to communicate properly in English at workplace, they're able to ascend professionally. So I'd like to make you understand that it's not only about English, it's not only about grammar and vocabulary, and it's not only about a proficiency test. It's more than that. And one of the highest qualities, one of the highest skills, and most important and profitable skills one individual can learn that's gonna pay off, especially in the long term, is this capacity to articulate ideas and communicate them properly, especially when you communicate the value of your skills and the value of what you got to sell to the market. We have plenty of examples all around the world of people who are great communicators, who are able nowadays to influence people very well and make millions of dollars. And not only make millions of dollars, they're also able to cause a great impact, both negatively and positively. But of course, I'm trying to cast the light and to call your attention to the positive aspects of being a great communicator. So I want you to understand that's more, way more, and way beyond just speaking English. You gotta learn how to communicate and communicate properly. It's time to understand that. More important and most importantly, it's time to set that as a goal and learn how to communicate better and more efficiently, and then you can harvest the good fruits in your life. Right? So that's all for now, and I see you in our next talk. Bye.